Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most captivating stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the enchanting Paulette Goddard, a true legend of the silver screen. With her striking beauty, sharp wit, and undeniable talent, Paulette Goddard left an indelible mark on the film industry, and we're about to explore the remarkable journey that made her a household name. Born on June 3, 1910, in Whitestone Landing, Queens, New York, Paulette Goddard was the only child of Alfred and Alta Goddard. Her early life was marked by a unique blend of creativity and discipline, with her mother encouraging her to take dance lessons at the age of 4. The family's modest home on 146th Street in Whitestone Landing was filled with music and laughter, with Paulette's parents often hosting gatherings for friends and family. As a child, Paulette attended Public School 101 in Queens, where she excelled academically and developed a passion for the performing arts. She was an active member of the school's drama club and would often perform in school plays and musicals. Her teachers recognized her talent and encouraged her to pursue a career in the arts. One of Paulette's earliest influences was her drama teacher, Miss Hattie Carnegie, who instilled in her a love of Shakespeare and classical theater. The 1910s and 1920s were a time of great social change, with the rise of feminism, the Harlem Renaissance, and the advent of new technologies like film and radio. These cultural shifts would later influence Paulette's career choices and artistic expression. As she grew older, Paulette became fascinated with the world of entertainment, attending performances at the Ziegfeld Follies, where she was captivated by the likes of Fanny Brice and W.C. Fields. Paulette's family moved to Great Neck, Long Island, when she was a teenager, and it was there that she began to take on small roles in local theater productions, honing her craft and gaining confidence as a performer. She would often sneak into the city to watch vaudeville shows at the Palace Theater, where she was mesmerized by the likes of Eddie Cantor and the Marx Brothers. The Goddard family's summers were spent at their vacation home in Nyack, New York, where Paulette would spend hours exploring the Hudson River and developing a love for nature. Her parents encouraged her to pursue her passions, whether it was acting, dancing, or simply exploring the world around her. From her humble beginnings in Queens to her early performances on the stage, Paulette Goddard was destined for greatness. In the late 1920s, Paulette's career began to gain momentum as she landed small roles in film and theater productions. She worked tirelessly, taking on various jobs to make ends meet, from modeling for illustrators like Harrison Fisher to performing in vaudeville shows at the renowned Palace Theater. One of her earliest breaks came when she was cast as a Ziegfeld Girl, joining the prestigious ranks of Fanny Brice and W.C. Fields in the iconic Ziegfeld Follies. As Paulette's confidence grew, so did her ambition. She began to pursue more substantial roles, making her Broadway debut in 1929 in the musical Rio Rita. Although the show was a moderate success, it provided Paulette with invaluable experience and exposure, catching the attention of influential figures like Charles Chaplin, who would later become a close friend and collaborator. The early 1930s saw Paulette's film career start to take off. She appeared in a string of movies, including Whoopee and Girl Crazy, showcasing her talent for comedy and drama. Her breakout role came in 1936 with the film Modern Times, directed by Chaplin, who had taken Paulette under his wing. The movie's massive success catapulted Paulette to international stardom, with critics praising her nuanced performance as Ellen Peterson, a young woman struggling to survive during the Great Depression. Paulette's rise to fame was not without its challenges, however. She faced intense scrutiny from the press and the public, who were fascinated by her rags-to-riches story. Despite this, she remained focused on her craft, using her experiences as inspiration for her performances. As Chaplin once said of Paulette, she had a wonderful sense of humor and a great deal of courage, which is essential for any artist. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, Paulette continued to dazzle audiences with her versatility, starring in films like The Women, Reap the Wild Wind, and So Proudly We Hail. Her performances earned her numerous award nominations, solidifying her position as one of Hollywood's leading ladies. From her early days as a Ziegfeld Girl to her breakout roles in film, Paulette Goddard remained committed to her craft, inspiring generations of actors and actresses with her passion and dedication. In the 1950s, Paulette began to slow down her pace in Hollywood, opting for more selective roles that allowed her to focus on her personal life. She had married Burgess Meredith in 1944, and the couple had a tumultuous relationship marked by periods of separation and reconciliation. Despite these challenges, Paulette continued to work in film and theater, appearing in productions like Babes in Arms and The Glass Menagerie. One of Paulette's most notable later roles was in the 1964 film What's New, Pussycat, a comedy directed by Clive Donner and starring Peter O'Toole. Although the film received mixed reviews, Paulette's performance as Mrs. Werner, a charming and eccentric socialite, showcased her enduring talent for comedy. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Paulette became increasingly involved in philanthropic work, particularly in the area of conservation and animal welfare. She was a long-time supporter of the World Wildlife Fund and worked tirelessly to promote environmental causes. This dedication to social responsibility reflected Paulette's growing awareness of the world beyond Hollywood, as she sought to use her platform to make a positive impact. Paulette Goddard passed away on April 23, 1990, at the age of 79, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire actors and filmmakers today. Her contributions to the entertainment industry were recognized with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, as well as numerous award nominations throughout her career. From her early days as a Ziegfeld Girl to her later years as a respected actress and philanthropist, Paulette Goddard remained committed to living life on her own terms, inspiring generations with her courage, humor, and generosity of spirit. In the words of Charles Chaplin, who once said of Paulette, she was a true artist with a wonderful sense of humor and a great deal of courage. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating life of Paulette Goddard, a true Hollywood legend who will continue to captivate audiences for generations to come. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.